Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a true artist in the world of interior design. Her incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
I've always been fascinated with people who have the excellence gene. And I think the late, great Martin Luther King said, if you are a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper on the planet so that all the angels in heaven bow down and say, there goes a great street sweeper. My next guest is a rock star in the world of interior design. Susan Semmelmann is in the studio. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me. Very honored.
I'm so impressed with you, and I got to brag about her. I met her in the lobby, and she has this $1 million smile, and she just gave me a big hug, and I was like, you're my new best friend. So, I mean, you show up to the world in a way that you love people, don't you?
I love people. It's all about relationships, definitely.
And your journey in interior design really goes back to childhood. Share that story with us.
Yeah, a little bit there. My parents are school teachers. Mm-hmm. I had the opportunity to move a lot as my father was a football coach. My mother was a special education teacher. And so we moved from small town to small town. And so I really never knew that I had a unique God-given talent, but I was able to practice moving from room to room and rearranging. Every time we moved to a new house, I would rearrange my room. I would put the dolls the way I wanted them, or the bears. And my mom, she would say, what's going on upstairs? The whole rustling a little bit. And I would be up there pushing with all my heart, trying to move a dresser, move an armoire, do something, but just to get it in the perfect location, because everything had to be just right.
Wow. Okay. So when did you know that you wanted to do it professionally?
So that actually was just, it kind of fell in my lap a little bit there. I married my husband, and his mother was an interior designer, and I was absolutely fascinated. I went to TCU, and I graduated with an education degree to be a school teacher, and then I went on to be a flight attendant for American Airlines, and then we got married, and it was time for us to have children, and so we said, all right, we cannot afford private schools in Dallas, so we need to be looking outside those skirts. So we looked at my grandmother's home. It was a 1913 home on 2 acres in the middle of town in Decatur, Texas. Yes. And my husband and I basically took that on, and if you haven't seen the money pit, that was us. But we did that, and one thing fell into another, and we got ourselves way in over our heads, being a young married couple with by that time, I had my second one on the way. And so we ended up, unfortunately, having to take it down. But that was the start of a new beginning. Wow. And we ended up building on those 2 acres. On a half an acre, we built 4 homes, basically just to kind of recover costs, not really knowing what was in the journey or in the plan. Wow. And by the time we started framing them, they started selling. And then we started another one, and it sold, and then another one, and it sold. And so now it's really funny that I look back at this journey, but it went so well. My husband said, let's go do it again. So we went and purchased a subdivision, And then we started doing that with small homes. And then we ended up building homes together for about 12 years.
Wow. And I love it that you know everything from, the soup to nuts when it comes to homes, because there's a lot of moving pieces when you're building a home from the ground up. We're going to show off her website. You have a beautifully made website, and the first thing that pops out is just your work speaks for itself. I love the slider on the homepage. Let's talk about your clients. What is an ideal client for you?
Well, we absolutely, our ideal client is someone that truly is looking for a showpiece. They're looking for something that they want to enjoy in their life and they want to share with their family and their friends. And it's all about the way that they feel in their home and their lifestyle. And so we always say a home is a sanctuary because it's something that is very sacred to not only just the woman, but the man as well, in their home, to be able to feel something when they walk in. And so we want it to be very personalized and just really pour into that. But that is our perfect client, when it's someone that truly values the home and they value your gifts.
Well, and I've heard anecdotally that the pandemic was hard on a lot of industries, but not interior design, because the couple is stuck at home and suddenly they're looking at this room that they hate. And so did you do okay during COVID?
COVID actually set my career on fire.
Wow.
It really did. A lot of hardships happened during that time, and a lot of people, with their businesses. And for us, it was actually the opposite. So it was quite interesting. I had launched my own brand in 2019, and I really didn't really know what was in front of me. I didn't really go out to do anything. Wow. I wanted to go and just do something that I love to do. And if I had 1 or 2 clients, that would be great with me. I was going to just have fun with it. And that very first year, within the first 3 months, we had 11 clients, and by the end of the first year, we had 30.
Oh my goodness.
And it just spiraled from there. I went from 3 employees to 30 employees in 5 years.
Goodness.
And so God knew something that I didn't know.
Congratulations. And you have dozens and dozens of videos on YouTube. I found one that I love. Let's go ahead and roll this one.
Where passion meets collaboration. Hi, I'm Susan with Semmelmann Interiors, and we partnered with Homes by J. Anthony, and we cannot wait to show you the big reveal for this spectacular project. This grand entrance was so fun to design because we did the custom-made art that had the black and the cream with the very interesting design to complement the floor. The wonderful console and the lamps, they just really illuminated the feeling that we wanted for that wow factor when you entered the home. This office, wow. I mean, when you walk in and you see that wall, we knew exactly what we wanted to do to complement it. We put beautiful swivel chairs with leather tufting in a harlequin pattern with the white and black textured fabrics, the wonderful organic rug and desk. Every office needs a cool secret door, just like this one that's out of the park. Entering the living room had just that incredible wow factor with the black stone fireplace. We dressed it with the most wonderful interiors of a suede sofa with black stitching, and we wanted to implement the black and white, now introducing color. So we popped the pillows with an olive color, and then our Semmelmann Couture collection rug. It's one of our rugs that we custom make and can make it in any color. We always say a little bit of nature in every room. So we dress the walls with some grasses, and then our floor arrangements always bring in that natural feel. This dining room is really unique with the live edge table, and the chairs are so unique with the brass inlay with the beautiful textured fabric that just complemented the space and gave it that elegant look. The bar stools, we wanted to put a black metal so that it complemented the black stone countertop. And then we did an organic console that brought in that feeling of a little bit of nature into the room. The dining room is so unique. We loved the fact that this dining room not only had the beautiful stone wine wall, but the intricate wood inlay on the floor. So we wanted to complement that and dress it with these high back chairs that had a fabric as well as another textured fabric. So we two-toned it to give it that wonderful element that gave it the contrast that we needed. In the owner suite, we wanted to do something that was really unique. So we designed the wall to have the fluted columns that go up to the ceiling with the antique mirror. The bench is so unique. It's very long, and we upholstered it with the white fur that gave it that organic approach right when you walked in the room. The bedding was created from our Semmelmann couture collection. These are all of our own fabrics that we in-house. We in-house thousands of fabrics. We go all the way around the world for our fabrics, and we're able to do them with our in-house seamstresses. This owner suite bathroom is absolutely spectacular. We collaborated with the builder, and look at the wonderful tub. On the stone wall in the back, the water actually waterfalls down, and then the pebble rock in the floor. It's just so unique. We love dressing bathrooms with vanity chairs. We can do them in any height to accommodate your need, and no matter what height your vanity top is, it can always be made specifically for you. The guest bedrooms are so elegant. We dressed one with creams and blues. We wanted it to be very fresh and inviting. With the chairs, the drapery, the bed, and the bedding, all the beddings are custom made with our seamstresses in our in-house workroom. The game room we wanted to be really fun so that it would be entertaining, and that's why we put the motorcycle bar that gave it that super fun edge. But what's really cool about this game room is it overlooks a basement underneath, and going down you see this spectacular bar that just gives it that total unique look. And here's the media room where science fiction meets theater. High-end design has a lot of complicated moving parts. If you're in the market for the perfect outcome, Semmelmann Interiors is waiting your call to be your perfect interior design team.
What you look like you need to be on HGTV. I mean, you just look like a television host. So compliments from a career broadcaster. But just share a little bit more about that house. That was a model home?
Yes, so that was actually a model home in Lucas, Texas. And so the builder had asked us to come in and said, hey, I want the wow factor. So he actually did the construction. We helped with just a few minor things on that, but we did all of the furnishings on that. So we did the wallpapers and really brought in the colors. And so our normal projects are we build from the ground up. So we do everything with the vast knowledge that I have in construction. Is we really want to pour into those clients and those builders that really need that expertise, that allow us that creativity to just bring it from the ground up and really design the unknown. One of the things that people say, they're like, what makes you unique? And one of the things that makes us unique is we are radical creators that are impacting lives and doing the unknown.
Beautiful. And showstopper, as we said off the top of the show. Let's talk about philanthropy, because I know that's near and dear to your heart.
It so is. So the spirit of living is in the giving, and that is not a tagline for us. It is on everything, but that is the root and the core of where we started in our career. We feel very called in our life to go out and give, and I believe that the more you give, the more you get back, and get back is not monetary. Get back is the fulfillment that we get from just really pouring in. And we get to pour in our jobs. We get to pour in helping people with their homes. And there's a lot of, like you said, psychographics that go around that, because people get emotional when it comes to their home, or they get, they have a hard time making a decision when it comes to their home. So we want to make sure that we're there to facilitate them in every way and give them of our hearts, as well as our time, our resources, all those things that make that happen for them.
And there's countless awards. This could be a 5-hour show if we listed all of her awards, but why don't you give us some highlights? What are some of the accolades?
Well, probably one that we're most proud of was last year. So Best Companies to Work For in 2024 from Fort Worth Magazine.
Wow.
And that was an honor because, as we've grown our team, again, going from, a handful of employees to 30 people, they are the ones that vote. They're the ones that get to basically pour in and say why we're the best companies to work for. But we are a village, we are a family. family. We pray on Mondays together at our company meeting. We rally each other. It is so much more than a company for us. We treat our company life like we do our home life. We are really authentic and really pour into each other. We care about each other. We elevate each other. And that is what they say you reap what you sow. But by pouring into that, I have the most incredible, talented team that truly just gets to be in their unique ability every day. And they have a safe zone to be able to do so.
And I love it that you've incorporated your faith into your business. I'm sure that's one of your secrets to success. We're going to pull up her Instagram page because there's so many fabulous images on the Instagram page. And as we scroll down, I want you to talk about what it feels like to show a couple their new home for the first time. What does that feel like?
Oh, I love it. Well, if we get the opportunity and that the client is not there and we get to basically go in and set it up, and we love it when they're not there because when they walk in, they cry. We love watching that emotion because they truly say, I never in my lifetime dreamed that I could have this. We work for people of very successful people that can basically have what they want. And what's incredible for us is we are still doing deliverables and doing the unknown of things that even they can't expect. And that is what is exciting and gives us energy, is to be able to create something that truly makes an impact on them from performance to relationship.
So when you're sitting down with a couple for the first time and you're kind of mapping out a project, do you how much input do they give you, and how much freestyle do you get to do?
Yeah, I love that question. We always pour into their lifestyle first. We want to really know them. What is it that you want in your home? Most of our clients, they say, just do it. Like, they have all the trust in the world. They say, you just do it, because whatever you're going to do is going to be better than what I would have done. However, we do love the process with them because it is them. It's not our home, it's their home. And we want to make sure that we're really conveying that and that we're really getting and executing their vision so that when they do have a sense of pride when they bring their family and friends over, that they're like, this is my home.
Yeah, I have to imagine, and that goes on for decades. After your project is finished, they're still showing off the wine room that you designed for them. I mean,
that is right.
That has to feel wonderful.
It is, and we are, referral. So one thing that we work very hard about is we just want to make sure that we are servicing those clients and giving them everything we want, because it is, at the end of the day, about that relationship. I love it when I get invited to their children's wedding. I love it when I'm a hostess for a shower. I love it when our clients become, our friends and relationships through the way, and that we can send those Christmas cards for life. And we do get to rally them through their seasons of life. And when we get that next call and that next call and that next call, it just means the world to us.
Wow. Okay, we only have about a minute left. So look into the camera on the left and give us some words of encouragement or final thoughts.
So I think the words of encouragement are to never give up. I started my career 6 years ago, and I am in the beginning stages, as they say, new beginnings of new careers, but really giving that hope for a lot of women out there that would like to start their career at a later age as an empty nester, and just really pouring in and believing what could be possible. They throw me in that 0 to hero zone, and I'm really honored for that. Definitely in our career, servicing about 100 homes a year, but it is something that we are taking next level, and that we want to pour into our clients as well as people, that just building hope and faith.
Wow, you've been an amazing guest. I'm so, I can tell we're going to be friends.
Thank you.
You're amazing. We're going to end with her website, which is SemmelmannInteriors.com. The great Susan Semmelmann. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.